أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك ربنا لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا، وأنت إن شئت تجعل الحزن سهلا بفضلك وكرمك يا أكرم الأكرمين. Good morning, all my dear students from Child Marifat Secondary Schools. How are you today? How is everything? How was your yesterday? Today, inshallah, we are going to discuss a new lesson, which is entitled Expansion 1 to 3, Unit 1 to 3, Expansion number A, Student Book, page number 50, Workbook, page number 25. Are you ready? Are you ready, Shabab?
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. Let's start. From Shah Marifat Secondary School, the first stage, you are welcome to our new lesson. First, as usual, we pray Allah to reveal this plague as soon as possible. ندعو الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يزيل عنا هذا الوباء عاجلا غير آجل. Mega Goal 2 KSA Edition Magru Hill. Let's start our lesson for today. First, before starting our lesson, we will introduce something for you. Like, what can we call it as we talked before? Online classroom rules. Number 1, check sound and video. Number 2, find a quiet place. Number 3, come prepared. Number 4, be on time. Number 5, mute microphone when not speaking. Who's there? Omar Saeed. Okay. Check sound and video. Find a quiet place. Come prepared. Be on time. Mute microphone when not speaking. Raise your hand to participate. Okay, Shabab? As I told you before. So let's start. Welcome, يا نايف. We pray Allah to reveal this plague as soon as possible. يا الله ندعوك أن تزيل هذا الوباء عنا عاجلا غير آجل وعن بلاد المسلمين. Mega Goal 2. Our rules for today. Don't forget online classroom rules. Check sound and video. Find a quiet place for your class. Come prepared. Khalid الدعجاني, welcome يا Khalid. Be on time. Mute microphone when not speaking. Raise your hand to participate with your friends and your teacher. Right? Okay. Let's start our lesson today. Yesterday we talked about the first page. We already finished this exercise, second, third, fourth, and now we are in number 1. Who's there? Nail Sharif. Nail, do you hear me? Muhammad Atabi, Khalid Dajani, Ziyad Khalid Al-Jarallah. Go ahead. Start with number 1, ya Jamil. Number 1 is a reporter. Listen to me first. It's a conversation. Complete the interview with a sports star. Use the correct form of the word in parentheses. Right? Okay. So Jamil, you will be the reporter or the player? You will be the reporter. Who will be the player? نحتاج طالب آخر يا شباب. Raise your hand if you wanted to participate with us today. First, Jamil will be the reporter. Who will be the player? Where are you, Nail? Khalid Dajani.
موجود أستاذ.
Okay, Nail Sharif, you will be the player, right?
Player.
Yeah, you will be the player, right?
تمام.
Okay. So, wait for my counting down. Then you can start Nail and Jamil. Are you ready?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
I heard you've just been selling to sold to Barcelona for
you know
50
Barcelona
million.
in Arabic?
I was wondering how much money
Yeah.
actually goes into your pocket.
Okay.
أبدأ أنا.
Yeah, start.
تمام.
This is your role.
I wish it were that I wish it were that amount. In fact, it isn't half of that. I got only 10
Percent.
percent if I'm lucky. My agent and the club get the rest.
Well done.
How much do you get from playing?
About 6 million a year.
Mashallah.
Plus all the money you make from advertising. Some people think you football players are overpaid.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
I disagree. We might make a lot of money, but our careers are very short. By the time
No. Still.
أنا.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
By the time we are 30, we are
burned out. Burned. The past of burn. The past of burn. Burned. Okay. Continue.
We have cracked ribs. Ribs torn, light ligaments, and
break here is in the present. It will be broken in the past.
And broken bones. Very few players. Continue after that.
Okay. This is really a reporter. Go ahead. Jamil, where are you?
If you could, would you?
I'm still sleeping. Okay. Go ahead.
يلا. No, I wouldn't. I'm taking retailing.
Wait. I am what? Read it again. I am thinking.
طيب, I am thinking of retiring. I'm thinking of retiring
at the age of 28.
At 28.
Okay.
And are you looking forward to play in Spain?
Again, yes. Forward to playing. You know, I told you before, this is irregular statement. forward to plus gerund, the verb plus ing, right? Okay, can you read it again, please?
And are you looking forward to playing in Spain?
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I'm used to working for different clubs and living in different places.
جميل. نايف؟ يا نايف.
لا لا.
Are you there?
هلا.
نايف. Okay. We used to put.
نايف ولا نايل؟
نايف. This is your sentence. That is your
نايف
sentence, right?
طلع النت يا أستاذ.
I am
كان
used.
موجود بس طلع النت.
Okay. Go out and come back. I am used to working. السؤال الجميع يا شباب. اعتدنا أن نقول في الوحدة الثانية unit number 2. Now we are in unit number 3. I am used to. اعتدنا أن used to بيجي بعد ايش يا شباب؟ followed by a verb infinitive. المصدر. ليش يا أستاذ جبنا هنا الجيران؟ أنت قلت لنا في الوحدة الثانية أن used to تأتي بعدها ايش؟ مصدر. رايت يا شباب؟ مين يعرف الإجابة؟ لماذا أتينا بالجيران بعد used to في هذه الجملة؟ تتذكروا يا شباب لما كان معنا المشرف في الحصة وسأل نفس السؤال؟ إيش الإجابة؟ What's your answer? Raise your hand if you know it. ما في أحد يعرف الإجابة؟ زياد خالد. تفضل يا زياد. Go ahead.
ايش سؤال اخر وحده؟
إيش السبب؟ What is the reason؟ لماذا أتينا بالجيران بعد used to؟ القاعدة عندنا في الوحدة الثانية تقول إن used to تتبع ب or follows by the infinitive. So what is the reason here؟ لماذا جئنا بالجيران بعد used to يا زياد؟ السؤال موجه للجميع. 21 طالب يا شباب. ايفون معتز. معتز you came late today. Okay. Nobody knows the answer? Okay. Now in this sentence, used to followed by gerund. Okay. What is the word before used to? What is it? What kind of word? Verb to be, right? I am. So if used to preceded by verb to be, it will follow by gerund, not an infinitive. Right يا شباب? Right? Do you hear me? Okay, let's go to the second exercise. Complete the sentence using a preposition and a gerund form. What is the meaning of a preposition? حرف الجر. A gerund form الفعل مضافا إليه ing. Right? Okay. Now, I have an example. The example says, I regret the trouble I caused you. Right? If you wanted to change the sentence in another way, I apologize for causing you trouble. Apologize for causing followed by a gerund, verb ing. Right? Okay, what about the first sentence or question? Nobody is raising their hands. Please raise your hand. عتيبي. Go ahead يا عتيبي. محمد عتيبي.
I am sorry, I arrived late. Please excuse me for arriving late. صح.
I'm sorry I arrived late. Please excuse me for
arriving late.
For arriving. Very nice. Excellent يا عتيبي. For arriving late, correct answer. Number 3. زياد عمر سعيد العميري. تفضل يا عمر. Go ahead.
I can't wait to go on vacation. I am looking forward. Vacation.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to vacation.
I'm looking forward for going again. Yeah. Welcome, Yasim. To going. on vacation. So looking forward to followed by a gerund. Thank you. Number 3. مين موجود معنا؟ زياد خالد. تفضل يا زياد.
I don't want to wait for them any longer. I'm tired of waiting for them.
I'm tired of waiting for them. Thank you. The last one. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الجواب الأخير أستاذ.
عمر سعيد. The last one.
You must let me buy you lunch.
Lunch.
I insist on buying you lunch.
Well done. I insist on buying you lunch. Thank you. شكرا لكم يا شباب. انتهينا من الصفحة الثانية. ننتقل إلى we have finished 3 exercises today. Okay. Reading. Now, reading exercise. Let's listen first to the text. Play ball, football, right? Play ball, football, basketball, and volleyball. We have 3 sports today: football, basketball, and volleyball. So let's listen to the text.
Play ball.
Football. Forms of football have been played for thousands of years by various civilizations. As far back as 2500 BCE, the Chinese played a form of the game and called it Tsu Chu. The natives of the Pacific Islands played the game using their hands and feet, and they used coconuts and animal bladders as balls. The Inuits of northern Canada played football on ice and used balls filled with caribou hair and grass. Other Native Americans played on fields that had enough space for 1,000 players to be playing at the same time, and matches usually lasted for more than one day. The games were so rough that the players often got broken bones. In Mexico and Central America, people invented the rubber ball and played in courts 40 to 50 feet.
And now?
برضه ما في.
In England, that the first set of rules was put together to make football the game it is today. Football was spread throughout the world by British sailors and settlers, and all major innovations in the game, such as leagues, professionalism, and international matches, originated in England.
Basketball. In 1891, Dr. James A. Naismith, a physical education teacher at a school in Springfield, Massachusetts in the United States, was asked to create a game that could be played indoors during the harsh winters. So Naismith put up 2 peach baskets on opposite walls of the gymnasium and got his class of 18 students to play a game of basketball. The team that dropped the ball into the basket more times won. At first, a football was used, but in 1894, it was decided that the ball should be 7 inches, 81 centimeters, around, and weigh 17.6 ounces, 500 grams. In spite of all the changes that have taken place since then in the game of basketball, the size of the ball has remained the same, but the weight has increased to 21 ounces, 600 grams. The baskets used in early games had the bottoms in them, and after each goal, someone had to climb a ladder in order to get the ball out and put it back into play. In 1906, open baskets were introduced, which allowed the ball to pass through, and as a result, the pace of the game became faster. In the beginning, no backboards were used either. Therefore, fans sitting behind the basket would push away the ball when the opponent was going to score. Also in the early days, each team was made up of 9 players. It wasn't until 1897 that the 5-player team became official.
Volleyball. Volleyball was officially included in the Olympic Games in 1964. It began as an indoor sport, created by William G. Morgan, a physical education director, in 1895. The game borrowed characteristics from tennis and handball and was originally designed for older players. Volleyball is played on a court divided by a net. The game begins with a team player serving the ball, tossing it in the air and hitting it with his hand or arm over the net and into the other team's court. The receiving team must prevent the ball from falling on the ground. Each team is allowed to touch the ball 3 times before hitting it back over the net. Individual players may only touch the ball once. Each turn after serving is called a rally. Each team tries to ground the ball on the opponent's court and win the rally. If a team commits a fault, it loses. Common faults include a double hit by the same player, grounding the ball outside the opponent's court, missing the net or touching it during the game, a net foul, and a foot foul, when the foot of the player who is serving crosses over the boundary line or the court. Players have to observe a considerable number of rules and develop techniques such as spiking and blocking that require mastery of the vertical jump so players can hit the ball when it's above the top of the net.
Okay, now we have finished listening to the text. Let's get to the questions of it. Number 1. Nail? Okay. So let's see the answers. Right? Okay. Now we have finished our student book exercises.